If you feel like you've been training consistently but still not seeing results, you're not alone. But the truth is, consistency alone is not enough. So, in this video, I'm breaking down exactly what's holding you back from seeing results and how to actually fix it. I can't count how many times people have said, I've been working out consistently, but I'm still not seeing results. I'm still not losing weight. I still don't see my muscles. I still look the same. And they talk and say these things as if consistency is the magic solution. But consistency is not the magic solution if you're consistently doing the wrong things. And when it comes to fitness, people generally fall into two different categories, right? So you have person A who is training hard, they have a specific fitness goal. Say they want to lose 10% body fat, they want to squat double their body weight, they want to deadlift 300 plus pounds. They have these very specific, tangible goals in their head that they're working towards. They also have a nutrition plan that's aligned with these goals. And this person A, tends to see steady progress towards these goals because they're not in the gym just guessing with what they're doing. They're actually following a well thought out plan that gets them to their goal, right? Then you have person B, the person who claims they have a specific goal. Maybe they want to lose weight, they want to be stronger. They don't really have any specificity to what they want to do. They just know that they want to work out, right? So they're working out consistently and they're just in the gym picking random exercises, random workouts to do. And notice how I said works out. They're not training, they're working out. And this is something you have to differentiate, right? Because someone who works out is a person who's going to the gym consistently. They may be doing classes, or following random exercises, random workouts. Yes, they're consistent, but they don't really have any structure to what they're doing. They don't really have a plan. So, yes, they're moving, which is great, but there's no clear progression or specific goal that's guiding what they're doing every day. So they end up just going through the motions, right? Then when you're training, that's when you follow a specific plan that's designed to help you reach your goal. So every session has a purpose. You're tracking your progress, you're making adjustments based on your performance. So you're a lot more intentional about what you're doing, and it goes beyond just showing up consistently. It's about making sure that what you do is getting you closer to where you want to be, is getting you closer to that very specific goal that you have. This person B is also eating clean, but they don't really have any idea of if they are overeating, if they're under eating, how much protein they're taking in. They just know that they've been making an effort to consume more protein. They know that they've been making an effort to make healthier decisions, which is a good starting point, but that is going to impact the results that you see. So the difference between person A and person B is not consistency. They're both consistent, right? But person A is training with more strategy, training with more intention, and then person B is consistent but lacks those exact things. They lack intention, they lack strategy, and that's what makes the difference between someone who gets results and someone who doesn't. And before anyone comments and says any movement is better than nothing, any exercise is better than nothing, I do want to clarify that is absolutely true. If you're just focusing on general health, if you just want to move more, be more active, have more energy throughout your day. But if you have a specific goal, that's not going to cut it, right? If you have a specific goal to prepare for a powerlifting competition, change your body composition, like decrease your body fat by 10% while improving your muscle mass. If you want to get your first pull up, if you want to be able to do 10 to 20 push ups in a row, full range, clean push ups, not on your knees, full push ups. If you want to grow a specific muscle group, you can't just show up to your workouts consistently and just hope for the best, right? That's like you're playing darts and you put on blindfolds and you're expecting to hit the bullseye every time. You need to be more like person A and approach your training with strategy, intention, and a structured plan that aligns with the goal you're looking to achieve. So let's go through what this looks like for some specific goals that people tend to have. So say you want to get into powerlifting, you're preparing for your first competition, you're going to need a plan that includes practice with heavy weights, right? Because powerlifting is all about lifting the maximum amount for one rep on squat, bench, and deadlift. So you're going to need to have practice with one rep maxes, and you don't just go in the gym and put the most amount of weight on the bar and just practice one rep maxes. There's a strategic way that you build up to that. So you are going to need a plan that encompasses all of those things and works around your schedule in a way that you can actually be consistent with it so that you can build up to those heavier lifts. You can't just go in the gym and freestyle it. You're not going to be successful like that. Then you also need to have a program that accounts for recovery so that you don't get injured, because you can't lift heavy every single day on squat, bench, and deadlift and expect to have your body feeling good, expect to stay injury free and be successful in powerlifting. It doesn't work like that. Then you also have to have a process that takes you strategically through progressions that include things other than just adding weight to the bar. Because if everybody could just go in the gym and add 5 pounds to the bar on their squat, bench, and deadlift every session, we'd be lifting like 2,000 pounds by now. So there will be a point where you cannot just continue to throw weight on the bar and expect to progress. This is when you need to be creative with different training variables outside of just increasing the weight. So this is when a good program comes into play that uses tempo, uses changes in volume, changes in rep ranges. All of those things become really important when you have a specific goal like this. And then, as always, you have the nutrition part that has to be in alignment with your goal, because you aren't going to be hitting these heavy weights in a deficit if you aren't eating appropriately, right? So if you're a beginner and you just started lifting weights, of course you can hit PRs and lift the most weight you've ever lifted in your life because it's a new thing for you. But if you want to get into a powerlifting competition, you're not going to just eliminate carbs and be in a deficit and expect to perform well. It just doesn't, it's not going to work like that. So you need to have a nutrition program that's kind of in alignment with what you want to do. If not, you will see that it's really hard for you to progress. Going to the gym when you're just doing random exercises and following things from your timeline isn't going to work in this case if this is your goal, because stringing together random workouts doesn't really have any rhyme or reason to it. So you're going to end up doing workouts that don't necessarily align with your goal. So if your goal is to get into more of the strength-based competitions, you're going to need to actually have a program and a nutrition program that aligns with it. Say if you want to change your body composition, right? You want to lose body fat and then you want to transition into building some muscle. You're going to need a balance of cardio and strength training. You're also going to need nutrition that's designed for whatever phase you're in. So if you're focusing on losing fat, you're going to have nutrition that aligns with that. And then you also want to make sure that your training, the stuff you're doing in the gym, really prioritizes activities that will help you maintain muscle. So this is why you can't just do all cardio when you're in a fat loss phase, because you're not just going to be losing fat, you're going to be losing fat along with muscle, and that's going to make it harder for you to change your actual body composition, right? So having these things in line really determine if you see the progress you want to see or not. Then if you want to get your first pull-up, there's specific pull-up progressions that you need to go through and master so that you can build enough strength to actually pull your body weight up in these exercises, right? So you're going to need accessory exercises that target your back, your shoulders, and your core. And your program really has to go beyond a general upper body day. You have to have a upper body day that is specific to strengthening the muscles that are used in a pull-up. So this is why people say they're hitting upper body, but they still can't do a pull-up, and it's because they don't have the specificity needed to engage the muscles in a way that is going to be, they're going to be engaged in a pull-up. So as you can see with all these examples, it goes beyond just being consistent, because when you're consistent without a strategy, you end up just wasting your effort. Sure, you're moving your body and you're getting some exercise in, which is always good, but you end up being frustrated because you're putting in all this work, but you're not seeing the results you think you should be seeing. So if that's you, I really invite you to ask yourself, are you training the right way for your goals? So think of your goal right now. Say your goal is to be able to do 20 push-ups or get a pull-up. Are you training the right way in order to get to that goal, or are you just in the gym doing random things? That's number one. And then you want to make sure that you have a plan that aligns with what you want to achieve. So whatever your goal is, do you have a plan that takes you day by day over the next 3 months to be there in the next 90 days? Like, is that set up for you, or are you just winging it week by week? So if you don't have answers to those questions, I definitely encourage you to sit down with that and get clear on that, because that is going to impact your ability to see the results you want to see, because consistency is only effective when it's paired with the right plan and with the right intention. So without it, you end up just going through the motions. So this year, I want you to stop guessing and start training with more purpose. And then you're going to see how quickly things start to change in the gym. So if you're unsure with what you should be doing in the gym, if you are aware that you've been going through the motions and just working out consistently, but not really training in a way that aligns with what you say you want to achieve, then message me your situation and I'll help you get started on the right track. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.